But we do have quorum, right?
Yes, we have quorum, so I think we can start.
I agree.
I'm trying to pull the agenda. Let me find the agenda, please. Okay, so I mean, we're going to keep the Pledge of Alliance, but we are going to. So we are officially, like, this is officially a board meeting. The only person that is, we don't know is Priscilla, but thank you everybody else for joining. And the first thing that we're gonna do, according to our agenda, is open to public comments. So if anyone has a public comment, please let us know right now. I'm gonna start moving the meeting a little bit fast because we have a lot of items that we need to cover. So if we don't have any public comments, we're just gonna move on. I don't know at what time, Guillermo, do you think we need to to do the, like, Morgan is going to be joining us on behalf of Derek. So Derek has decided to leave so he submitted his resignation as a board member, and Morgan is going to be the representative of the volunteers. So I don't know if we need to do it right now, because then we're gonna have to do, like, the approval of everything else.
Right, I agree. Actually, that's item number 10. So if you want to, move item number 10 up to after approval of the minutes, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Okay, perfect. So if we don't have any public comments, we're gonna move to approval of the minutes. So we have to approve both minutes, one for September and one for October. So if you can take a couple of minutes to look at at the minutes, that would be great. So are we okay with the minutes for September? Motion to approve the minutes?
Aye.
Someone has to make the motion.
I move to approve the minutes as is.
Okay. All in or any not in favor? Okay, so the minutes of September will be approved, and then we need to approve the minutes for October.
I move to approve the minutes for October.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, second. Someone needs to second this. I'm forgetting how to do this. I'm forgetting how to do everything right now. So, Roger, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. Aita. Ceci, can you say aye? Okay. Well, I am assuming everybody's okay with it. Okay. So then we're gonna have so as I said, Derek decided to leave the board. He moved already to Utopia, Texas. And Morgan is going to take his position as volunteer representative. So So do we have to make a motion, right? Someone can make a motion to dismiss Derek and add Morgan as the volunteer representative.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. Perfect. Morgan, so you are officially
Yay! Thank you guys.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Morgan, what's your last name?
Flores.
Very good. And can I get your cell phone number so I can call and get some other info from you later?
Sure. It's area code 210-380.
Are you sure you want to give that out over a public meeting? Maybe you can just email it to him.
Sure. Good point.
Okay.
No. At this point, I've been staying at home with my son. I might welcome some calls from adults.
Okay. Well, you have my email address. If you could just respond to it, we'll
Of course.
take it from there.
Yes, and the reason is that this is public. I mean, these are public meetings, so anyone from anywhere can actually come to. Welcome. To item number 6, which is the president's report, which is here, I believe. I'm going to pass the report to the secretary and then the treasurer. Let's do those reports because I want us to talk about future items. Just move on and then come back to me. Okay. So I don't know if the secretary has any reports.
I don't have any report other than the fact that I spoke to Bobby a little bit ago, so I'll be covering and that'll move us right along. So there is the only item for secretary report is that we do have to elect since it's not on the agenda, we'll have to have one other meeting. We really need to get somebody. So I just spoke to Bobby. He has not had any new activity, and he promises to have a in-depth treasurer report. Phone call meeting scheduled with the accountant, one accountant this week. I have one with another this week, also this week. And we're going to try to, I guess, compare prices on 2 different accountants just so that way it could facilitate the work process for him. Other than that, that's about it. So we are now on item number 11.
I would like to add something to the treasurer's report. There are a couple of requirements pending. I've been in contact with Bobby, but I also want to share with you that in our last participation in the farmers market, we sold around $100. I will have the check with me today. That's for November. In October, we sold $10, right? Then in November, we sold more than $100. I have $20 that we sold on site a couple of Saturdays ago, and I have $20 that we got from donation that I got from Derek. Actually, before he left, he gave me $20.
Awesome. Well done.
Okay.
So what's the total for all donations and like money
That-
that we have?
Probably like 200. Oh no, 150.
150.
Yeah.
I feel so rich. Perfect. Great. Thank you so much, Jose. We're going to go straight to your report. So if you can go just let us know what you've been doing and
Yep.
get your.
Yeah, I'll go over my report for November. Well, just to let you know, we bought all the tools that we requested for Hillside. The people from Parks helped us install the shed. Thank you to Coach Gomez for that. But we also started a marketing campaign in both. Well, now we have access to our Instagram account, so we launched the same time a campaign in both platforms, that it is called "See What We Are Growing." So that way we can feature some of our plants, our veggies that we are harvesting, so that people can see what we are doing, what we will have in the garden, right? We also I started a Linktree profile so that we can share the application that we have right now. We can share it in a small link. It's better for users to have it at hand, right? I participated in a career day a couple of weeks ago in Alexander. I'm sorry, United High School. I created a landing page on Wix.com. Needs a couple of tweaks. Needs more information from us, but I mean, we're getting there. We will have to discuss maybe if we want to spend some dollars there. Marcela and I were talking. It's around 1,000 for a year, more or less.
For what? Again?
For the website.
So it's $1,000 to have a website up and running.
Yeah, a year.
For a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how everybody feels about this.
1,000, we believe is like $12 a month. What are you going to use? Squarespace or something like
It
that
was
for 100?
the entrepreneur account for Wix.
What is it? I'm sorry.
The website.
What is the
Right,
website?
but which platform?
Wix.com.
Oh, Wix is $100 a month.
The entrepreneur account, yeah.
Why are we using the entrepreneur account? Can you remind
Because the
me?
other ones are more expensive.
So
Would
why?
we be able to use it to sell anything directly so that we could sell vegetables through the website? Is that the reason why we would need an independent website?
Well, the idea is to have a website to create awareness that we exist, that what we are doing, what we do. I have here the data. It's the business basic account is $215 a month. You have unlimited bandwidth, 20 gigs of storage. We can connect our domain, and we remove the ads. And then the one that we were talking is to have the business unlimited, which has more storage. We have more time for videos, and we can remove ads. We have unlimited bandwidth. That's $140 per month.
Jose, if I may, I think that you probably have a good idea in creating some sort of website to increase the visibility. However, I kind of feel that the best way for you to approach this and to get to get this item approved is to provide some sort of something for us to look at for the next meeting so we can vote on it. Right now, I kind of feel a little rushed and pressured into making a decision to spend $100 a month on something that I don't completely understand what the cost is for. And if it's even, if it's even, I guess, a good deal.
Yeah, and actually, I talked to Roger about that, and he told me that not to focus a lot on that for now.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, it's created. The landing page is created. We can work on it, even if we don't spend some money this month or the next month, right?
Right,
Because
but but even for whether it's for this or whether it's for something else in the future, perhaps if you could email everybody,
yeah,
especially me, the secretary, hey, I'd like to put this on the agenda for approval, to spend this money. That way everybody can research it and, have more of an idea of what we would be voting on. That's just my opinion though.
okay.
Yeah, the other thing is that it would be nice to have different quotes from different websites, like from different places, because I agree with Roger. I mean, maybe we can use Weebly, which might be a little bit cheaper. I mean, I don't know. We might need to look at a couple of different options so we can say, okay, so if we only need the account for XYZ, then we can use this instead of the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that seems a little high. I'm just looking at web hosting and domains, and it's pretty cheap. Like $3 a month for the domain, $6 a month for hosting. So like 96 bucks for the year. And then that was just one website I looked at.
I'm sharing with you a link that let me where's the chat here.
So yeah, there was a website called HostGator, and I actually used them for the city when we got a ransomware, and so all of our computers shut down. I moved our server for the department over to HostGator, and so yeah, just looking at this, like eight bucks a month, $9 a month.
Okay.
And I think for our purpose, that's all we need. Maybe we need to set up a PayPal account or something like that where people can send donations, but that's just simply linking the PayPal to that website.
Sorry, I got cut off there.
I share with you a link on the chat that's nothing fancy. That's the landing page in that. You can take a look. If we decide to move to another platform, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's just one option that I found and that I tried to start developing a website. Right? You can take a look in that link. I can continue with the report if you want.
Please. It's for next meeting. I mean, just if you can have a couple of options for us beforehand to look at, and then we can vote on which will be the best platform. I do feel like we need to at least a very basic page that gives us some kind of identity for the community. I mean, there are a couple of people like asking questions on Facebook, so it would be nice that they can have like the I mean, I know Roger and I have talked about this, but Roger believes that maybe we need to have a better, like more prominent image in social media. I still think that the website is important, and I mean, maybe the cheaper the better at this point. I don't know. So just also a consideration.
Yeah, for the website, definitely, we just need something simple that, like you said last time, is just credibility and authority and simplicity of information. But that can be done, for a couple $100 or $100, really 100 something. Where the rest of the marketing ad spend, since we have very little of it, needs to go is into promotion and social media advertising to drive traffic to anything, right? To get volunteers, to get donations, to do events. That's where 99% of the money needs to go. And, you know, we were discussing last time, you know, some YouTube campaigns around the educate people on how to do their own gardens at home. That's what's going to drive traffic to even volunteers, you know, for the volunteer groups. So I really think, you know, Jose and I can dive a little deeper into the granularity of the financials of behind the marketing, and we'll present something a little bit more succinct.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Roger. So, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Will.
Okay, in terms of maintenance, garden maintenance, we have been working on both gardens. The volunteers, we even started creating wood signs for each plot on Canseco House. Our fall harvest season is underway. You can see all of our pictures on social media, on Facebook, and 300 plants terminated on site that we can sell, or we can plant in both gardens, right? Our farmers market relationship, well, we have 2 months in a row participating, and we're already in contact with Priscilla and Nidia to get ready for December, our December participation. We have I saw our gardener agreement, right, Marcela?
Yes, I sent Jose a couple of notes on participating at the garden.
Yeah. Some Medina growing for Canseco. I sent an email to the people from USDA local here in Laredo. But they don't have an open grant right now. But we are, I mean, at least we are in contact with them right now. What we during winter is to develop a plan, an application for a grant. Present a good project to them and see if they are willing to help us.
Send a project to them and they will be willing to help us, even if they don't have an open call, or how does that work?
An open application, and we can pursue that. I have the application with me. I have pretty much.
I can.
Pretty much all the information that we need, but we need to develop a budget, a plan, established plan for next year. And that's it. In my report, I include some of the pictures from last month. With social media, I just made her an things on social media. The application here, we can probably we can create a subcommittee or with deadlines with I'm thinking, we were talking, Morgan and I were talking the other day, we can develop an educational project for youth or for everyone actually, but we can develop plan program for kids or youth.
So there was an opportunity to join a different city effort to make Laredo a learning city. I believe that's that board actually, to try and find a way that we could work together. And it just seemed like a really good opportunity to introduce the garden to a greater, to support the board goals, which are, which include to educate our community. So Jose and I were talking about developing a plan videos that we talked about. So doing one in English and one in Spanish. And then, and this is just developing the plan before actually making them, but to kind of what would we focus on for, let's say 7 and under. For the garden, go find a bloom, go find, this to get an adult, who wants to do their own garden. Like, how do you start? This other stuff. And so the whole idea is focus on that like 5 and under to begin with, but then also make sure it fits into a larger. This is where I think the volunteers are going to be super helpful, because we can get the different volunteers talking about how they learned, talking about their favorite parts. Maybe we, again, eventually maybe have some of the kids who actually do come all the time, show how to plant, because my son, whenever he plants it, like, he knows he's supposed to squeeze the root ball before flipping it over. And I think that'd be kind of fun to have that in a video as well. Timeline is another year. Like, they're looking to launch, they have a long timeline. And that gives us, there's no pressure to create.
So who is this organization? Who are part of that organization?
I know Memo Trevino. So that's who I know, who's part of this. So he was wanted, and that's something I told him, is I needed to talk to Jose, I needed to talk to everyone else, and make sure that, that it was something that we were okay with. But I did think it aligned with the goals of the garden.
No, totally. I mean, I think any help is amazing. We are really want this to be part of a goal for LCIS. I'm just, I have these questions about this organization, because, once we have different organizations popping up, the efforts break down. So it's important to have everybody together. So yes, definitely collaborate with them. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and again, from my focus, it was stuff that we've been talking about anyway. About creating these YouTube videos, and just as a starting point, something. So yeah, but I was going to come up with a plan and then give that to Jose. And then it was something that we approve and think would be helpful. I was going to go ahead and pass it on to Memo, who will then present it to his committee as well, and see if that's something that they want to do as well. So it's just an opportunity at this point. We haven't committed to anything.
Okay, so this is a plan for an educational program.
Yes.
And Morgan, you're going to be chairing that committee.
Yes. So I'll have, if it's okay with everyone, I'll go ahead and submit that to you guys for the agenda for 2 weeks from now. And it'll just be like a one PowerPoint slide or one like small presentation, or overall slide kind of what we hope to accomplish, and what we're going to start out with. So definitely making sure that.
Hey everyone, I think for extended items and ideas like this, we should probably set them aside from the meetings to encourage. I know last time we had trouble meeting quorum. So whenever we have like an extended topic, I think we should set, if everyone wants to participate, a time to discuss at length. And here in these board meetings, maybe we should try to, I know we have a lot of city officials in here with limited time. So we want to respect their time and just make decisions as a team. And if we have a discussion we can't get through on the decision, then we say, you know what, we need to have a meeting outside of this so we can discuss. And here we focus a little bit more on trying to get meetings done within an hour, especially with a lot of agenda items today.
Yes, but I agree. But this goes back to my original plan, which is actually form committees so this organization can go to accomplish its mission. That is my goal for today. So we have now two committees that we have formed. One is the marketing campaign committee. Roger, I'm gonna ask you to chair that committee, and if someone else wants to join, please let me know, and please let Roger know. And then the other one is the goal number 3, which is offer educational programs, and Morgan is actually chairing that committee, right? So please, if anyone else wants to participate, please let me know as well. And then, so let me, Jose, I'm so sorry. Are you done with your item?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to transition to my item, which is, let me see if I can share content here, because I have like 20 media open. There you go. Okay, so what I did is I have a grid of the goals for this organization. So we have increased access to fresh food for low-income citizens and communities. That is one of our goals. Provide entrepreneurial opportunities for urban farmers, which we haven't even gotten there yet at all. Offer educational programs, which is what Morgan and Jose are working on. And then cultivate water, soil, and air sustainability opportunities that we, again, haven't touched at all. Facilitate the Laredo Food Policy Council. And Viviana told me that she wants to chair that committee. And the other thing that she let me know is that as board, like people outside of the board can be part of the committees. They don't have to be on the board. So Viviana is going to be part of that committee, and she and I will work on the Food Policy Council. And then develop policy and incentive for local food industry. And I was wondering if Maita and Bobby would like to work on that committee as well. And then we have funding, identify grants and fundraising opportunities. We vastly need to make some real plans about funding and fundraising, because otherwise this effort is going to go stuck. So, so what I've done here is we have a goal. We have like the team members, right, who are our leaders, our team members. What are the strategies that they're going to implement? How do we know this strategy has been successful? And the timeline for completion. And then updates on the status, so we can every month come back and say, this is where we are, this is where our timeline was, this is what we have accomplished. So this is my proposal for all of you. I don't know what you think, but feedback, let me know. If you would like to take over one specific committee, you can invite others to those committees. I'm just here for I'm just making this proposal, sending it to you. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Does anyone have any comment?
Not me.
Okay. Should I just assign people to random committees?
You know, I like the idea of the of your action plan, Marcela. For some reason, I'm getting like little gray squares on top of the
Oh,
action plan.
sorry. Yes.
There you go. One went. Now there's two more. Anyway, so I like I said, I like it. I really don't think from the 12 people we have on the board right now that we have enough people to or the 11 people that we have enough people to populate everything. So I was delighted when you came out and said you don't have to be a board member to be on the committee. So that does put give us a little bit of opportunity to get more people involved in the organization. But at the same time, I'm not sure we're exactly there yet with 8 people on the call right now. This is definitely the direction that we need to go and what we need to start planning on. But if anything, I'd like to be on the finance type committee and anything that we can do to increase the opportunity of funding into LCUAS, because I really think we need to start applying for more grants as soon as possible.
Yeah, so can I contact you soon? Memo? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay, these are the goals that we're going to accomplish this year, right? And then have those like people take over some of those like within that. So one of the so we have I think 7 goals, and I shared this document with you all. We have 6 goals, and then the funding, which is another goal, but it's not officially in our mission. These are the goals that are officially in our mission. So we have 6 of those, and then the fundraising item. So from the 6 goals that are officially on our mission, we have increased access to food, to fresh food for low-income citizens and community, and that is an ongoing, because every time that we share food with the farmers market, with people coming over and purchasing items from the LCIS, or we donate items, like we donated items for the veterans this past farmers market, we are accomplishing that goal. But I think that we need to be strategic, or we want to be more specific into, okay, this is, for example, we have Raquel, who is another volunteer who works with the farmers market, and she has helped us with this initiative. But so I think that we can add Priscilla, which I haven't seen in a couple of months. I don't know if she's going to continue, but Priscilla can be part of that committee. We is de facto in all committees.
Okay. In all the committee.
Right, and I am also, I'm the president of the board, is the point of contact for all committees as well. as you all know, next month is my last month, so please think about who's going to take over this. Just reminding you very quickly. And then also we have offer educational programs. Right now, Morgan is chairing that committee. And we have facilitate the Laredo Food Council. Viviana is going to chair that committee. And actually, Maita, do you want to be part of that? Maita? Hello? And then we have the fundraising and marketing. And then in marketing, we have Roger, but fundraising, we have Guillermo, and I don't know who else wants to add to that committee.
I'm sure I can find some help.
Okay. Okay, very good. So, I mean, at least we have 4 or 5 committees, and then we move from there, right? And then next time we meet, the committees can have their proposals, so we can talk about some items, and then discuss as a board if we need to approve anything for this. Okay. Then the other item that I have on the agenda is the lease agreement. There were a couple. Oh, okay. So I asked Ceci to send the lease agreement to the attorney, and she's saying that she already sent the lease to the attorney. He said he would read over it. Since he's reviewing it for free, she doesn't want to block him. I agree, but we have a I just sent it her this last week, but I think that if he can have some comments, Ceci, please mark all your calendars. That would be also very. So some of the items that that were over with me through the lease agreement, and we have a couple of comments. So let me read this to you all. So it has some items that we need to pay for casualty insurance and on a building that we do not own. And maybe we need to have insurance only for whatever's in the building, like a rental insurance versus the liability for the building, which is not ours. Also, we have liability insurance for the grounds and activities, but maybe this can be covered by the TML insurance because we are a local government corporation. So, and I will always ask, John, you are my to-go person with these type of items. So I don't know if, I will send some of these comments to you and Guillermo so we can discuss more. Also, there's something about property taxes. And then there's something about asking for warranty and representation. So I'm not sure what that is about. And then they have to approve activities and fees, which can be really time consuming. So, these are some of the comments that Viviana shared with me about the lease agreement. But I mean, we can have another subcommittee to actually look at the lease agreement again. JJ, John. The other thing is that we don't need to have a lease agreement. Because we have articles of incorporation and we are a government type of organization. I don't know what you think.
I'm sorry, say that again?
We don't need to have a lease agreement. As long as they know that we are there and we know that they are going to work with us, we are part of like a city government type of thing.
I mean, it's really up to the city, but I think they're going to say they want a lease agreement.
Okay, so you think that is important? That's still important.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of an instance where we don't have some sort of agreement. We have agreements with the school districts on shared use parkland. I think they're just going to say that they want an agreement of some sort.
Okay. So you're okay with being part of that committee?
Yeah. And right now, I don't think the agreement's holding anything up. It's the fact that we've got a building that's got a leaking roof that needs to be repaired before we can move in.
That's true. Yeah. And I don't know if any of you have any information about how that construction is going, or they would like to share anything. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I was hoping JJ would be on here. I know he's relaxing at La Posada Hotel. I guess he had to quarantine. His family had COVID, so.
Oh, poor thing. Well, that's not fun, but I mean, if he's relaxing, that would be great. Oh, that's awful. Okay. So I mean, we still don't have a lease agreement, but we're gonna have to talk about this more.
I'll give JJ a call today to find out where he's at with that.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if Kirby, can you hear me? Kirby doesn't. Okay, well, if Ceci, Maita, Kirby.
Yes?
Maita, do you want to be in any of the committees, or you prefer to just
If there's a committee, you were mentioning there's a committee for something regarding cooking, I believe. You were mentioning something with Bobby and I that we can help. I mean, that would be one that I participate in.
Yes, there is one about develop policy and incentives for local food industry.
Sure, you can. I can absolutely be part of that one. So yeah.
Okay, I mean, for example, one of the things that would be great to actually incentivize this item of growing local. Let's say we can come up with some things to present to the city council. For example, if we have a person that is growing locally some kind of vegetable, let's say lettuce, right? And you as a restaurateur, get the.
And I do personally grow. I have a vegetable garden, so I mean, yeah.
Okay,
As a
so
restaurant
let's
owner,
say
and you know.
for your restaurant, you use only those type of veggies?
Well, yes, I can't sustain the amount that I use from what I grow, but I certainly use things such as herbs throughout the year, and then on special occasions, I also use some veggies for like a special dinner. So yeah,
Right.
I do use from my garden.
So, for example, let's say there's a grower that can actually supply to you. Let's say they have a tax reduction because they are supplying local restaurants. So there would be like some kind of incentive packet that we can work with the city so they can incentivize some local growers, and then they put a tax break or something. So that's the idea of that committee.
I see. Okay. Well, yeah. That sounds great.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna put you down on that one with Bobby, I guess. Maybe she would like to be part of that.
Okay.
And we can talk a little bit more about the goal for that committee in particular.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay, so I know it's already 12. I'm going to. Okay, so let me just look at the agenda, see if I have any other pending items. Okay, so it was very important that we have some kind of organization in terms of long-term goals. So these committees were very important for me to form. If people that are not assigned in any committee have any interest in particular to be part of any committee, please let me know. And then we're just gonna have to come up with an action plan for the next fiscal year. Or actually, we are in a fiscal year already for the next 6 months of the next 2021 year. So, if anybody has any other comments? No? Okay, so I'm gonna officially adjourn this meeting. It's 12:04. Motion.
I motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's adjourn. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the 17th. We'll send the calendar. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.